Okay. Today, guys, we're giving an update. 1 month. 1 month. This is the fourth time that I've gone an entire month in my life. Fourth, which is crazy. Crazy to think about. Like, it's really been since I was 11 years old that I've gone. It's been 4 times since I was 11 years old that I've gone one whole month. Feels good. Feels great. You know, on those longer streaks, those 6 months or however long that you go, basically the longer that you go, the more you retain. The more you retain post relapse. And so it's actually one of the better features of this practice is that there's some stuff that you just don't lose if you don't relapse chronically. The key is not to relapse chronically. Key is to get back on the horse, to keep going, keep your head up, because mistakes are going to be a part of your journey. Everyone's going to falter. Everyone's going to fail at some point. And so it's not about how you fail. It's not about how you falter. It's about how you recover. It's about how you react, how you deal with the loss, how you deal with the relapse, how you deal with it. A lot of it is emotional, but a lot of it is just remembering your why, remembering that you have a purpose, remembering that you want more out of this life than you're getting. Just remembering that, you want to enjoy yourself again. I'm at a point in my journey. This is my fourth time going 1 month, and I'm just gonna go as far as I can go. I'm at a point in my journey that I feel confident. I feel confident in my ability to go at least 3 or 4 months. Yeah, I just got done with a 6-month streak, and I just gone 1 month just now, and I feel confident that I could go a few more months. Like, my confidence level isn't back up to that 6-month streak, because like when I was on the 6-month streak, you asked me if I could go 6 months, I could be like, hell yeah, I could go 6 months. What you mean? Of course I could. And that's the feeling I'm chasing. I want to chase that feeling of being able to do anything and not having doubt. I want to chase that feeling of having self-confidence and not worrying about if I'm going to be able to do it or not. That's one of the worst things that you can possibly have, is a seed of self-doubt, because that self-doubt it can grow. Unless you're careful, that seed of self-doubt can grow. And so it's all about cultivating a mindset, cultivating a lifestyle, cultivating your habits and the way that you do things to a certain degree where it allows you to have future confidence. It allows you to be able to bust out any particular set of thing that you're doing with confidence. Like for me, example, I used to be a long distance runner, and I still run from time to time, but I got to the point, at least now, that I'm so confident in my running long distance that I would still, at this very moment, even though I don't run long distance anymore, I can still bust out 6 miles without stopping. And to some people that may sound like a lot, to others it sounds like very little, but it's just something I'm able to do. Like, I'm able to bust out 50 push-ups whenever I want. I mean, maybe not back to back to back to back, but I certainly could bust out 50 on the spot. You know what I'm saying? You said drop down and give me 50, I would be able to do it. And I almost feel like doing it right now, but I also want to retain some of the listeners, and I don't want you guys to run away. But yeah, see, we're out and about. Got the sun going, the sunlight, nice breeze, lots of people. I'm happy. Just got done eating. You know, it's a new life that we live. It's a life of positivity. It's a life of gratefulness. It's a life full of happiness. And if you just stick with those more premium emotions, aka the positive emotions, then you're gonna go places unintentionally, even unintentionally. You might not even want to go anywhere in particular, but people are gonna come up to you. People are gonna feel your energy. They're gonna want some of that energy. And that's something that I've been noticing for quite a while now, is that now that I'm high energy and positive, a lot of people are just, they want to collaborate with me. They want to do things with me. They want to make future plans with me. And I don't know if this is my inner laziness. Maybe this will get cured the longer I retain. But I just, I feel like I'm getting pulled in all sorts of certain different directions, and I don't want to commit to anybody because I just really want to do me. I really want to figure out what the hell I got going on. You know, I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to deal with other people and talk to them on a daily basis and just collaborate. It's like maybe that's where my fault is, right? Maybe where that's where my mistake is, you know, and it most certainly could be. In fact, now that I'm verbalizing it, it's actually, I'm rationalizing it as that being my fault. But at the same time, you know, you do kind of want to be left alone sometimes, because you could feel when people are tapped into you, into your vibe, and tapped into into your uh they're like on your cadence. And sometimes it could piss you off. Sometimes it could piss you off because it's like, why is it that I'm doing so well, or I feel so well, and now you want to hang out, or now you want to talk to me, or now you want to get on my vibe, now you want to get on my wave? And it angers me. It makes me angry because, ah, man, sometimes I just want to go into the mountains and become a monk so I could be left alone. I'm not saying I want to be isolated, but I'm saying I do value my alone time, and most of the time I want to be alone. But, you know, but other times I have social battery, and sometimes I want to talk to people, and sometimes I want to have that connection, and retention will give it to you. Retention will definitely give it to you. Um, yeah, this is 1 month. I said the next video I'm gonna make is a clean versus a dirty streak, but I mean that's pretty simple. I don't really know what to say other than clean streak is just a streak where you're retaining, no PMO, not looking for lust, not looking for lust, not looking at people lustfully, you know. But also, clean streak is not taking drugs, or, you know, not tainting your body. Whereas like a dirty streak is where you retain, but you're still watching the sights, you're still edging, but you're still retaining, and you're taking drugs and drinking and all of that dirty stuff. It just lowers your life force. Yeah, sure, you are retaining. Yes, it does count, technically speaking, but it all just takes a toll. You know, it adds up. You know, the edging plus the drinking and all of that stuff. It it basically takes longer for you to recover. Whereas if you have a clean streak, there's less recovery because you're not really recovering from anything in particular. You're just retaining and purifying. That's what it is. So guys, just want to get on the camera, make a video. It's been a while since I made a video. It's been about a month. Yeah, you will experience flat lines. That's okay. You just gotta push through. You gotta really remember, like, even though some days it might not feel as special as others, like, you gotta remember why you're doing this, because even on those days it don't feel so special, and say you release, it's like, that was a test. that was a test, and you failed the test. And so if you pass the test, even better. You know, there ain't nothing like coming off of a flat line and just feeling like $1 million. But I think a lot of it has to do with how you feel about yourself, because I notice I get into flat lines when I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and just repeating myself. Whereas when I get out of the flat lines, I notice that the reason why I get out of the flat lines is because I start to do something that stimulates my growth, or um, stimulates my wants or desire, stimulates my desire to do more and get more out of life, and just become my best self. And I'm using a flat line when I feel like the end result isn't worth it. So a lot of it is shadow work. A lot of it is just remembering it is worth it, and holding that true to you, not just saying that to yourself and gaslighting, or affirming yourself into a different life. All right, guys, that's enough nonsense from me. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the whole drill. Peace.